Hi, welcome back. It's been a while. I feel like I don't even know how to talk to a camera anymore. I pretty much took all of December off. I regret nothing. I needed a break. I had also started a new job mid-November. I now work full-time again, so I'm working technically over 40 hours a week, and I work from an office again. So I no longer work remotely. Things have been very busy, and I continued doing what I had started doing in the previous months, which was put everything on a back burner except for the things that I absolutely needed to do. Lately, I've been doing a lot of journaling and kind of thinking about the things that I want to be doing and reprioritizing my time, especially since I have a lot less of it now. And I sort of came up with these 4 pillars, I guess. And all of my goals from now on, hopefully, or for the time being, are going to be centered around those pillars and what they represent. You'll understand in a second. So I've decided to separate my goals or my priorities or just the things that I want to focus my energy on into the following 4 categories. We have physical health or movement. We have what I'm calling logical or economical health. I don't really know what else to call it, but I'll explain what it is. We have spiritual or emotional health, and then we have creative health. I feel like these categories won't work for everyone, but for me, I felt like these are the 4 pillars that hold my life together. So physical health obviously has to do with the human body that I live in and taking care of it, making sure that I'm in good shape and I am healthy and I'm eating foods that fuel me properly, and I am doing exercise and movement that fuels me. Not just exercise for the sake of exercise, but rather exercise to keep me healthy and to keep me fulfilled and to give me energy. So currently, the way that I'm kind of filling up my cup in this area is by doing aerial hoop. When it came October, November, I wanted something to do to motivate myself to keep moving. I wanted a challenge. I wanted something that got me excited about fitness again, because going to the gym just wasn't cutting it. So I decided to do hoop again, and I have been doing it for the past almost 2 months now. I've been loving it. I actually have a class tonight, and it is the second last class before I am officially level 2, or I'm officially allowed to start taking the level 2 hoop classes. So that's very exciting. And I have found that finding a certain style of movement, in this case aerial arts, that I really enjoy has actually motivated me to do other forms of exercise that I know are going to support my aerial arts journey. And when I have movement like aerial hoop that I really enjoy so much and I want to get better at and I'm really loving, I also find it easier to eat healthier and make sure that I am eating foods that are fueling my body properly. So this is what I mean by the categories being kind of fluid, is that right now aerial hoop is filling up my physical health cup, and I'm really enjoying it. But in the future, if that changes, I no longer want to be hard on myself because I didn't stick to that thing. That pillar of health in my life might change from time to time. I'm not putting pressure on myself for it to be the same all the time. As long as I am fulfilled in that area of my life, that's what matters. The next one is logical or economical. This kind of just means the health of myself when it comes to my job, or when it comes to kind of just making sure that I'm supporting myself in a way that allows me to thrive in the society and culture that I've been born into. I do need to support myself. So the logical, economical goals are things that I am doing to make sure that I can continue to support myself and to do the other things I love and thrive in this society, even though it's not my ideal structure. So that includes things like learning new skills that I think are going to help me in jobs and help my financials. That includes going to work and having a job so that I can pay off debts and I can buy things for myself that I want and I can buy good food. It includes learning more about money management, which is something that I wasn't really taught growing up ever, and it's something that I'm now having to learn as a 25-year-old. And all of those factors and little things that I'm doing are supporting my logical or my economical health. So my goals for this year within that area of my life are to get better at managing money, because again, it's not something that I'm great at. And I also want to continue working on other skills that are applicable to things that I do in my job and to things that I might do in future jobs. And I feel like those are things that I'm learning that really fuel the logical part of my brain, and that also are skills that can be used for my economical health as well. The next pillar is spiritual or emotional health. This one's kind of tough for me, and I feel like I've grouped a bunch of things into this one and I didn't really know what to call it. If you're not spiritual, you can more so think of this as your emotional health or your community health, or just things that fulfill you when it comes to the relationships in your life, the relationships that you have with the world around you, and the relationships that you have with yourself. So for me, this is involving a couple things. One thing that I want to make sure I'm doing, and a goal that I kind of have to continue doing into the new year, is I want to continue going to therapy. I think that's something that's really great for anyone's emotional health and spiritual health as well. And I want to do more gardening and spending time in nature, which I've added to this category because that's something that I have a passion for. I loved my little vegetable garden this past year. I love being in nature. I love learning about plants. And it's also something that I've been learning a lot about lately that I think I can use to help the community around me and to also help myself. Learning how to take care of plants and the natural cycles of plants and grow my own food is a way that I can take care of my own personal health. And I also think that learning more about plants and the natural world around me is a way that I've really been able to connect with the world around me and to connect even with the community around me. So I think that it's really been helping my interrelational health and the health that I have with the earth, which is also something that I'm very passionate about, is the environment and trying to make the environment the best that we can right now. Learn how to grow my own food, how to be a little bit more self-sufficient, how to teach other people to grow their own food and get other people excited about growing their own food and having fresh produce and that sort of thing. So the spiritual emotional health pillar is an interesting one, and I think I'm kind of excited to see how that category fluctuates based on what I'm actually using to like fill that cup up. Right now it's therapy and gardening basically, and my goals are to just continue therapy and also have a bigger and better garden and be able to give more people fresh food this year. And I'm excited to see where that one goes. And the last pillar is the creative health. This is one that supports my life in so many different ways. I'm a very creative person. I love creating in different mediums, as you guys know, and my creative health kind of just includes everything that I do that fills my creative well, that makes use of my creative energy, that helps me create new things to put out into the world and share with people and inspire people and get other people wanting to create art and anything like that. So the main way that I've been filling this cup lately is through writing. That's usually the main way that I do, but I also have a sprinkle of things like painting, doing DIYs at home if I want to do some sewing or fix something, sketching, making some music, playing guitar, writing poetry. All those different things are ways that I fill my creative well, but the main one is and always has been writing. So this year, some goals that I have for continuing to support my creative health is I want to finish Between the Waves. I think we're going on a year and a few months now since I started writing it and started creating that story. I'm still head over heels in love with it. We're still in a little bit of a marinating phase when it comes to the story because I'm still trying to figure out how I want to structure it, but we are in that phase and we're actively working on it, and that's what matters most to me right now. But the major goal for this year is to have a final draft done. I don't know what that's going to look like yet. I don't know how many rounds of edits it's going to take, but I feel like I have enough of the story that we're, less than 2 rewrites away from having a really solid manuscript. And then I just need other people to read it. And yeah, but by 2024, I want to hold that printed manuscript in my hands. I want it to be fully edited to a point where I would feel comfortable publishing it or at least querying it. I still haven't decided which way to go because that's just how it goes. But it's on the radar, and I've been living in that story still and dreaming about the story and daydreaming about the story, and it's just, that world is so alive in my head, and I don't know why, but it's not going away anytime soon. So I know it really wants to be written. So we want to get that officially done by the end of this year. So yeah, I've been chilling, and I've been getting used to my new job, and I've been purging a lot when it comes to my house and the things that I own and a lot of the ideas I have as well. I've been doing a lot of like inner reflection over the past year, or reflection of the past year and everything that's changed. My ultimate goal for this year, and the reason that I've kind of developed my goals in the way that I have, and the reason that I'm allowing them to be so fluid this year, which is a big change from past years, is because I just want to enter a new cycle of my life, a new chapter. I want to enjoy life, I want to try new things, and I don't want to shame myself or feel guilty if I'm not good at those things, or if I don't like those things and I want to move on, or if I need to take a break from those things. Just keep exploring and keep learning and keep living and experiencing, because those are the things that I really love doing. So that's the ultimate goal really for this year, is to just try and move through the year as a multifaceted, guilt-free human that's just living life and experiencing the world. I need to go to my aerial hoop class, which I'm very excited for. We're so close to level 2. And then I'll probably do some writing when I get home, and who knows what else, honestly. The world is my oyster. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope that you had a wonderful new year. I hope that you are excited for the new year, but I also hope that you're gonna take it slow and you're not gonna force yourself to set a bunch of goals just because that's what your friends are doing, or society says you should be doing, or the ads on the internet think you should be doing. I hope that you're just doing what is going to suit you and what's going to be the best for you in the long run. And above all, I hope that you're enjoying whatever you're doing in order to meet those goals and enter the new year. Because that's what it's all about, I feel like, is just enjoying the process along the way, because the process is never done, so you better love it. So thank you all so much for watching. Don't forget to smile, and I will see you in my next video. Bye.